How's it going, everyone? Great to see you back. Thank you very much for clicking on this video. It's good to see you. Well, I actually can't believe my luck. I've been trying and poring over maps, losing sleep actually, trying to find sort of camping venues, wild camping venues, and I finally got permission to come to this most idyllic spot. It's literally 5 minutes drive from my house. I've got quite a lot of equipment that I bring with me, as I spoke to you about in the last video, but my house is literally 300 yards over the hill in that direction, and I've got access to this little private bit of farmland with a stream. You can hear it, you've seen it. It's got a little island on it which is pancake flat for tents, and there's plenty of trees around to hammock camp. I really can't believe the kindness of some people. It's a gentleman that I've been in touch with a lot. He supplies me with firewood and he works on this farm here. He's very close to the farmer, worked for him for absolutely years, and he asked permission from me and he got the permission to use this space. So I'm just absolutely over the moon. So do expect many videos from this location. It's got a little stream. I've seen there are fish in the stream. It says it's okay for me to do a bit of fishing, which is great. You all know that I enjoy my fishing. So yeah, tonight I'm going to do a hammock camp. I'm going to put my tarp up as well. I don't think there'll be any rain. It's been just fantastic the last few days, but I do like that little bit of shelter to just block out the very early morning light so I can get a decent sleep. And the other really exciting thing is that I'm being joined by a fellow YouTuber this evening, which I'm really excited about. Never met him before. I've been in communication with him about various things, comparing our videos and our sort of mutual enjoyment for the countryside, but he's joining me this evening for a camp, which I'm very much looking forward to. So I'll get on with setting up the camp. What I'm going to do is just talk you through a few of the little bits that I'm doing when I set up my camp, maybe the equipment that I'm using. I've got a couple of nice new bits of kit to show you, and I don't profess to be the expert with all these, well, with the knots that I'm going to be using, the equipment that I'm going to be using. I've got it all from you guys on YouTube, so I'm not necessarily copying anyone. I'm just using the information that I had to hand and passing it on to you. So yeah, I don't claim that I've invented any of the techniques that I'm going to use, but I just thought I'd share what I'm doing with you. So I'll get the camp set up. I'm using my DD frontline hammock. I've got a couple of these titanium support spikes that I make to help suspend it, and what I use is a couple of these tree hugging tapes that Ginger Scarf made up for me, which I'm very grateful for, and they work really well. The way I've suspend my hammock is, I'll just get it out, move back a little bit, is that in the ends here I replaced the thick tape that comes with this hammock and put in a continuous loop made with Dyneema, and onto that I've got a twisted shackle. Again, not my invention, but I like it, but it's particularly good, this, because if it's wet and any rain comes from this side, from the suspension point, there's always going to be a low point on this shackle. So if it twists like that, there's always a low point which will take the drips off. I really like that way of doing it. And onto that twisted shackle I've got a whoopee sling which I made out of Dyneema as well, following another YouTube video. So I'll get that suspended up the tree. So I've got a ridge line here. On one end of it I've just got a loop. I've got a couple of prusik knots, and the first thing to do before you make any of the knots against the trees is just get a couple of sticks that sort of size, because once you're holding the knot in place and you realise you haven't got a stick to put your slip knot through, then you have to drop all the tension in your rope. So get these ready before you start. And although this tree's obviously at an angle, ideally I'd like a tree that was straight up and down, but I'm just using this limb here. I want to get the ridge line directly above the line that's going to the hammock, and then everything is symmetrical and you can get the top tensioned symmetrically around. I'm just going to feed, I've got that loop already, I'm just going to feed this little loop, making myself a loop. Put one of my sticks in there, and then I'll just use that as a ratchet. I want my ridge line to be up there. That's perfect. And that's right above my hammock line here. There is a very tight ridge line. Well, just about there. Got my hammock set up now. It took a little bit of adjusting to get it absolutely level. and the tension right and so on. I've got my under blanket on that I got from Ginge Scarf, so thanks Ginge. Yeah, it's a good little setup. Last thing I've got is I'm using my Enlightened Equipment quilt this time. It's yeah, a sleeping quilt, but it's got a sort of foot box with it, and yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. It works to -10 Celsius, and it's perfect for the hammock because I don't want to get all sort of mixed up in a mummy sort of sleeping bag. I want to be able to just throw it over myself, be able to move around, and these sleeping quilts are perfect for that. I'd lost my lovely leather tinder pouch that I kept all my sort of firelighting stuff in, and unbeknown to a friend of mine, he didn't know I'd lost it, but just sent me this out of the blue in the post, and it couldn't have arrived at a more convenient time, so I'm really grateful to him. Look at that tartan. And so yeah, this is from my good friend. He's got a YouTube channel called Dave Does Outdoors. Go and check it out. He's a really good guy. He goes camping and bushcrafting with his dog Audrey. He's got a great sense of values, and you look at his hashtags on Instagram, he's an all-round good bloke. So thank you for this amazing present, Dave. It's much appreciated, and yeah, go check out Dave Does Outdoors, and yeah, you'll see some good videos. Hey!
How you doing? You alright?
Good to see you.
Nice to meet you finally.
And you, yeah. I'm joined by my friend Simon Eardley. It's great to see him. He's come from over in Lancashire, but it only took him less than an hour to get here, which is brilliant. Simon's got a YouTube channel, imaginatively named Simon Eardley, and it's just brilliant. He does loads and loads of wildlife photography. Yeah, go check it out. It's brilliant. What I was going to say while Simon was just sitting by me before he gets his tent up is that we're going to be part of the canoe challenge, the Caledonian Canal, with a number of YouTubers, some sort of small up and coming YouTubers. Simon, can't remember his name, but
fella in the forest,
something like that. I can't remember his name, but we'll put a link to his video below. But yeah, up and coming YouTubers like him, and then you've obviously got the A-listers here. So anyway, that's organised by Ant from Ant Survived the Night. You people that watch my video obviously know Simon, a bloke in the woods, who announced his participation in it the other week. We're going to be in it, and I'm a really inexperienced canoeist. In fact, I've done none. I'm doing a course at the end of this month. But Simon here, he's built a canoe. He's been a canoeist for a good many years, and he's offered to be my paddling partner, which I'm really grateful for, because I was feeling a little bit apprehensive about going for this. It's quite a big challenge, and to do it first off without any experience, I wasn't. Well, I was a little bit worried. So it's good to have him aboard, and I've heard he's a great cook, and he's a very strong paddler. But anyway, I know Simon put the link. It's a really good cause. It's to the Alzheimer's Society, and the main thing is I'll put the link below to Ant's Just Giving page. Please, if you could make a donation to that, we'll all be working really hard. If you can come and see us towards the end of August, we'll announce the date a little bit closer to the time. That would be great. The pot will be rattling, and we look forward to seeing you. But for now, Simon's got here. We want to get set up while we've still got the light, and we'll speak to you in a bit. Well, we're having a great time here. We've got the fire going, managed to get that lit with just a spark and a bit of char cloth, which is brilliant. Simon's, I'm really enjoying his company. It's good to meet up with him because we're going to be spending this sort of week together. Yeah, and most of it in a canoe, so we've got to check that we get on with each other. But he's got a brew on the go now. He's modified the earlier model of fire trough that I made, and he's done a really good job on it. You can see now that it's got a little grill that he made with a good enough space so that you can put the tranches in and out, and he's also sort of chamfered the edges to minimise the warping, which is really good. I wish I had those sort of engineering talents. But yeah, I've got the hammock up. Simon's using his Alp Kit Tetris. So yeah, I think the next thing to do is we'll let that fire burn down a little bit, get some coals. I've got the Bitty Big Q little barbecue grill that I'm going to put on, and I don't know what Simon's brought with him to cook. I was going to get him some food.
A rack of lamb.
He's brought a rack of lamb!
It's only a very small lamb though.
Excuses.
Down in the freezer.
But yeah, I was going to cater for him, but he gave me about 2 hours notice of joining me on this camp, and everything I've got is in the freezer. So we're just going to pull our food, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of the evening. Right, well, to go with Simon's rack of lamb that I've been told now is really small, he's starting to make the excuses already for not letting me share it. I'll start.
Simon thing.
It's a Simon thing. Yeah, forgetting food. So I'll share my spud with him, and I'm going to just sort of cook these in a bit of beef stock, and yeah, beef stock. Put a bit of butter on the top, and just let them soak up the stock as they cook quite slowly. So busy chatting, the two of us, that I just looked at my watch and it's 9:30. And we're only just doing the food prep. So that's a couple of potatoes in there. I've got a beef stock pot here. I'll put down there. And then I'm just going to fill it up with water. Let those kind of poach really. Well, I've got this amazing steak from Matt at the steak shop. I'll leave a link below to the discount code. Well, it's not a discount code, you actually just click on the link and it will give you the discount. This is a really nice piece of chuleta, I think it's pronounced, sirloin, and I'm going to give it a bit of this steak rub here. Claire from Mr. Fox Fine Foods really kindly sent some extras when I made an order from her, and it's just, well, that looks fantastic. And yeah, she sent me some really great jars of food that I'm really looking forward to try. But for now we'll just have a go at this Jurassic barbecue steakosaurus dry rubber marinade. And I'll put a bit of that on now, but what I'm going to do is put this steak close to the fire and render the fats down a little bit, because it's been quite cold and I can feel it needs to loosen off a bit, so I'll do that for now. Simon's having lamb shank, well, lamb chops really.
Yeah. Eventually.
And folks, it's it shows how well we're organised. It's 11:15.
So it's technically breakfast.
And we're going to have some nicely gently char grilled asparagus. Well, 10 to 11 and we're tucking in. Got my steak, thanks Matt from the steak shop. Let's have a look at this. I'm not forgetting the steak rub from Claire of Fine Fox Foods, sorry, Mr. Fox Foods. Oh yeah. That's really good. Oh, that rub's got some heat to it. Yeah.
We eat it off because it's a stupid sound of it out.
Likewise, you know. Well, it's 20 to 12 and we only finished eating about 10 minutes ago. We were too busy nattering and having a good time to get the fire going, and before we knew it was 10:30, but it's been great. Had some brilliant food, and yeah, well, the world is now a better place from us talking about it. Yeah, I'll probably do another 10 minutes, have another natter, and then get in the hammock, and Simon's going to try out his tent, which I think he's had a little while but hasn't used it, so yeah, good. So I'll speak to you a little later. Well, it's time to turn in. Been a great evening, full of food, and yeah, put the world to rights, so hopefully be nice and cosy. I've got have to be careful here, I've got an empty one and a full one, and the empty one is for the obvious. I remember purple pea, so hopefully I'll remember that correctly, because I don't want to get out of this hammock in the night. And yeah, got my little light here, got a light that I can sort of pick out my here, another light there, so I've got two of those if I need it, and just put that back there, put that back, and one comes out my nose, and then I can just get another one like that, and pass them on, and there we go. So there you get magic tricks as well, but once more, woo, woo. So I'll see you in the morning. Morning all, welcome back. Pretty good night's sleep after a quite late night with a bit of a extended cooking session, so yeah, not bad. It's just 6:30 now. Got a fire going, and yeah, I've just filtered some water, and I just wanted to show you this little thing that I managed to pick up on Amazon. I'm really pleased with it. I'll put a link in the description below, but it's a folding water bottle. Now there are loads on the market, but this one I'm particularly pleased with, because it you have to take the top off the vacuum, but it's a pretty big size, and it feels good quality. It's rubberized, and you can see these sort of indentations here, diagonals, and that's where it just naturally folds when you're finished with it. So folds up really small, and this little sort of band comes round, hooks on like that, and it's tiny. And yeah, what I particularly like about it is you know, the quality's good, and it's a decent size. And yeah, I'll filter my water into this. Well, Simon's up now, and here he is, he's tending the fire. I think our fire lighting skills have been well, they've much improved this morning. I think we're even in danger of having breakfast maybe before midday.
Argos attached to it, so lethal. I've got some proper HP saw.
This is the Manganitza pork from Gridiron Meat, my mate Ian. So let's see how that goes. Homemade black pudding. That's a proper breakfast. Well, that's the camp taken down. We've left absolutely no trace. It was great having that fire on the little sandy beach there, because it meant that we could just give it a really good covering, and there's just no sign that we've been here, which is brilliant. Really good to meet you.
Yeah, you too, Richard.
And I think we've established that we're probably going to get on okay on the canoe trip.
We'll not end up killing each other.
I don't think so.
Just one day.
We'll just have to work on our cooking timings.
Yeah. A work in progress.
Work in progress. We'll be all right by the end of day 6.
Yeah.
Good. So yeah, we'll do one last check around, and just make sure we've not left anything, and be on our way. But thanks very much for tuning in, everyone. Please like, subscribe. It'd be nice to get a few more subscribers. They're creeping up slowly, but yeah, that would be great. Just tell people about the videos. But now, for me and Simon, we'll sign off and look forward to seeing you again.